Hello, everyone, and a big warm welcome to Mindfulness with Kelly. If you're new, I'm very joyful that you've decided to come on this journey with me. And for the regulars, a big warm welcome back. Today, we're going to explore the root of suffering, and then we're going to do a meditation at the end, which explores a little bit of suffering and how you can, just soften and release the clinging to suffering. What keeps us unhappy and stuck in a limited view of reality is our tendency to seek pleasure and avoid pain, to seek security and avoid groundlessness, to seek comfort and avoid discomfort. And this keeps us in a cozy cocoon. We feel safe, secure, and it's predictable. And if we feel ill at ease, we just fill in those gaps. So we're in a constant state of flux of craving and clinging and pushing things away through aversion. And that cycle is a cycle of delusion. And delusion in Buddhism can be spoken about as a wrong view. It's pre-conscious and it's not moral, and it's really a natural part of being human. And it's like we're in a tight knot, and the knot is intrinsically through the whole of our being. So delusion, or the state of delusion, is our perception that we are a fixed entity in a fixed world. And when we have a view like that we're fixed and the world is fixed, then this is perceived as a wrong view. Why? Because we're in a state of impermanence. Everything in our life is constantly changing, and it's just constantly evolving. We see ourselves separate from the world, and when we see ourselves separate from the world, then we cling to me, or we cling to I, because me, myself, and I is the most important thing in the world. And that makes our viewpoint very, very limited. It is possible to change our consciousness. And through changing our consciousness, you can expand your consciousness to complete spaciousness, to freedom, which entails unlimited joy. And I guess we do tap into that level of consciousness, or we have glimpses of that consciousness through acts of meditation and through acts of whether you go for a long run and you're in the zone, but those level of consciousness, we do have glimpses throughout our life. And practice is gradual. And practice is gradual, and the seeds of the practice do begin to grow. And they do begin to grow firstly within ourselves. And then we have the power to be able to pass that on to other people. And you can really soften the clinging and soften the delusion by generosity, through kindness, through compassion, through love, and through our ethical behavior. And you can see delusion for what it is through, we call Shraddha, which is faith in Buddhism. And that Shraddha, or that faith, and it can be in any, it can be in any religion or any form, but it's basically the higher self, whatever that is interpreted for you. So I don't want to get caught up in, religions or anything like that. And the power of faith is having faith that there's something bigger than us. And I personally do that through some Buddhist rituals. That is kind of the essence of suffering, but the suffering cycle is called samsara, and it is just constantly being in the state of craving, aversion, and the delusion, and not being able to escape craving and aversion. So you want something, you don't want something, and every day we're stuck in that delusion of reality, and that reality can be just so much more spacious and free. So now we're going to do a meditation, and if this is your first time, I will run you through everything. I'm going to ring bells, and it will be completely guided. So all you have to do is just close your eyes. So if you've never meditated before, you can either lie flat on the ground with your knees up, or you can sit on a chair and your back is to be, straight on the chair, or you can sit on a sofa. But as long as you're comfortable, that's the most important thing. And I really recommend having your back straight. Okay. So when you're ready, just close your eyes. So just having your eyes closed, just feel the relief of your eyes being closed. Just notice any little subtle sensations just around your eyes closing. And now just check into your emotional tone. Just check into the natural way of how you feel now. And just slowly notice your thoughts. And just start to notice the weight of your body on the chair or the cushion. And just imagine yourself melting into the floor in whatever way you feel is right. And now just connect to your breath. And just as you start to notice your breath, just notice whether it's deep or whether it's shallow. So we're going to use the breath as an anchor to our experience. And now we're just going to scan the body just to check in how we're feeling. Because meditation is a feeling exercise and it's not a thinking exercise. We give the thinking mind a break. And you can just picture your thoughts like cars passing by. You don't have to engage in them in any way. So just start to notice if there's any tension in your face. And just see if you can soften out your brow. Soften and massage your jaw. See if we can relax the face as much as we can. And your shoulders. Soften your shoulders and just allow them to drop away. So relax your shoulders fully. And if they feel tense or tight, just see if you can loosen the knots and feel the sensations drop away. Now slowly bring your awareness around your stomach. And just loosen your stomach in whatever way you feel possible. And just soften your stomach. It may help to visualize your whole pelvic region and your groin just melting into the floor. Just see if you can soften into your experience further. And just notice your legs. Are they clinging or grasping? And again, just allow them to drop away. And with noticing your hands, is there any sensations within your hands that feels nice, that feels pleasurable? And it could be just you noticing your hands and the weight of your hands on your legs or the chair. Now when you're ready, just slowly come back to the breath. And just feel yourself expand your mind to include the whole of your body and not individual body parts. And now we're tapping into the energy of the body with the focus of grounding through the breath. And as you picture the whole of your body and the energy of the body, just notice the impermanence of your experience. And through impermanence, I mean the changing state of when you began this exercise until now. Your breath might have slowed down. You might feel more relaxed. Or there could be hindrances that are starting to arise through discomfort. But whatever is in your experience now, just turn towards it with openness and kindness. We want to nurture these sensations. Like cradling a crying baby close to you. We don't want to get rid of the sensations. And if your mind wanders off and says that you can't do this or this is impossible, that's what minds do. It's called a monkey mind. Just thank your mind, whatever it brought up, and just come back to the practice. With kindness to yourself and not frustration. So slowly narrow your focus down to where the air enters the body. This could be the tip of your nose or it could be your lips. But just spend a couple of moments really being open and curious about the air entering your body. It could feel cool as it enters and warmer as it goes out. Just notice with open curiosity. Okay, now we're just going to connect back to the body and just check back into your emotional tone. Check back into how you're feeling now. Because our thoughts and our emotions change like the weather. How you feel now is not going to be how you feel at lunchtime, the afternoon and the evening. We're in a constant state of change and impermanence. So slowly let go of the practice. Come back into the room. Connect to your body, the weight of your body on the floor. Feel the clothes on your skin. And the sounds around you, inside the room and outside the room. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. And at this point, I always like to let people know that coming out of meditation is an art and a skill in itself. And it's about really taking away the fruits of the practice and you turning up and making the effort, which is just incredible. And you're really making small steps towards freedom and breaking down that delusion of craving and aversion. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time.